Alright, update on JASMY. I'm going to make this a quick one because I do want to make the most important update for JASMY tomorrow. So I'm going to have more to talk about on JASMY tomorrow. However, as of today, we're not doing an awful lot. We're down 2% and we're really just trending sideways. You know, what I really want to highlight is the fact that you zoom out to these higher time frames and you can see we're literally sitting on the absolute low right now. We've already taken out both of your 786s, depending on whether you're drawing them from the candle body close or the wick. We're below both of them. This W breakout slash previous resistance flipped support here, support here, is the only thing holding JASMY up right now. And at this moment in time, we're really getting sandwiched below because you've got your EMA ribbons converging into it, and it's going to be harder and harder and harder for us to maintain this price. So I do think a big move is coming for JASMY very, very soon. I'm personally not longing this, I'm not shorting this, I'm very much sitting on the sideline. If you are curious to know, I'm not in any JASMY trades, I do not have any spot JASMY. There are a few interesting things that I do notice coming over to the chart. Depending on how you want to draw this, you can see, yeah, this is the number one reason why I'm not the biggest fan of trend lines in the first place, because if I did something like this, I could argue that we're bullish as well. But no, even if I draw it like this and incorporate previous support, resistance, this was resistance, support, support, resistance, resistance, support. So there's much more touch points if I draw it like this. But you know, if I lined it up like this, then you can really see the most amount of touch points, no matter which way you want to draw it from. We have broken below, at least temporarily below this triangle pattern. And like I said, you know, whether you want to draw it like this or whether you want to draw it like this, we are breaking below some very important levels right now. Why I said this is going to be a quick video, because as you can see, the price is doing nothing. The price is going up slash to the side while your oscillators go up slash to the side. So we're not seeing any types of divergence in the oscillators. So there's not, you know, like I said, there's not a lot to talk about for your oscillators. The oscillators as well are kind of just lollygagging going to the side, and as you can see, we're coming back to back test this region. On the RSI, we're very, very flat right now. This is literally like a pancake at this moment in time, so I would be looking for a big move to come. Why do I think a big move is going to come? Now, like I said, I'm going to microdose this a lot more and talk about everything going on with JASMY and what we can expect on the opening of next week coming into Monday. When I say the opening of next week, I've got the stock market on my mind. Obviously, the crypto markets never sleep, so JASMY's never gonna not be trading. But however, what I meant by that is, like I said, I'm going to talk about this a lot more in depth tomorrow. But the stock market, which obviously is not open right now because it's the weekend, is just waiting to see what happens on Monday's opening. You've got blue chip stocks like Tesla, Coinbase, Google, Facebook, which are breaking down and making lower lows and lower highs every single day. You've got the Nasdaq, you know, all of your top tech stocks. The SPY, which is the ETF derivative of your SPX, coming down to its last form of support. Your SPX as well, your stock market breaking down. You're literally at absolute lows at this moment in time, and you know, I'm even stretching it because in the more macro time frames you're below this trend line. So it's just not looking good at this moment in time. The stock market is gonna have to have a big move. Normally when we chill underneath these trend lines, we normally do either blast out of them or blast down beneath them. And when I say, like, you know, blast out of them, I'd mean like a 2 or 3% rally for the stock market, which is crazy for stock traders, but absolutely nothing to crypto holders. You know, JASMY's probably moved a couple of percent today and we're calling it a stable coin. Yeah, it has. It's moved 3% and we're calling it a stable coin. But you know, a 3% breakup for the stock market would be very, very bullish. So look, I know we're talking about JASMY, we're looking at the JASMY chart. I'm sure a lot of you who watch my JASMY videos could not care at all about the stock market, but the fact of the matter is Bitcoin follows the stock market, altcoins follow Bitcoin, and JASMY is an altcoin. Ergo, JASMY is going to follow what Bitcoin is doing. It has been following what Bitcoin is doing. This was when Bitcoin pumped to the top of the channel. This is when Bitcoin pumped to the bottom of the channel. There is no divergence in what is going on with JASMY BTC. They are moving in exact tandem, and at this moment in time there's bearish volume, bearish momentum coming down. Not a lot of volume today, like I'm not saying volume's coming in today, but the past couple of days, the past week, it's really been the bears in control of this trend. So would I be assuming that just because we're at this low that this has to be the low? Absolutely not. I like to buy confirmed trend reversals. Once we have that, I will be letting you know. And like I said, I'll give you a proper update on JASMY tomorrow. I did just want to give a quick update for those of you who are probably watching this breakdown below the lows. You know, the next level down on the breakdown is a 30% drop, so it could get very, very ugly. I don't necessarily think we're going to make a big move today or tomorrow. I could be wrong because Bitcoin's turning down pretty heavily right now. And one more thing before I do finish today's video, I do almost think it could be likely that we could maybe dump into the weekend, or dump slash chop into the weekend, and then pump into next week. And why do I think we're going to pump into next week? Well, like I said, I don't want to make this a whole stock market video, and I don't want to make this a whole Bitcoin video when we're talking about JASMY, but just very quickly, Bitcoin has now, well, it's Saturday now, so we haven't put in the Sunday close, but assuming Bitcoin doesn't pump up to 38,500 by tomorrow, Bitcoin is, for the first time in its trading existence, first transaction was 2009 after the white paper was made by Satoshi in 2008. So we've got a lot of trading history. Since 2009, Bitcoin has had no more than 5 consecutive red weekly candles in a row. We're about to print 6. What does that mean, in my opinion? Well, at least historically, you put in 4 candles to the downside, you have, you know, 1 pump. I mean, I know this is free, I'm just... like I said, I don't want to make this a Bitcoin video, so I don't want to go through all the previous history to prove my point, but we normally see something like this. You know, you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks where you're dumping, and then you see 1 week where we pump, and then sure, you can get continuation after that. But the fact of the matter is, it's very unlikely that Bitcoin is going to dump into next week. That is just my opinion. Does that mean that the bottom is in for Bitcoin? Absolutely not. Does that mean that JASMY could rally into next week, put in a lower high at 2.3, and then break back down to these levels later on? It absolutely could do. Could JASMY break down to this trend line today, tomorrow, this weekend, and then pump out of here coming into Monday? It absolutely could. The point of the matter is, we do not have a bottoming signal at this moment in time. You are a stable coin as far as it goes with altcoins, and bearish momentum is very much in play. No matter what time frame you look at, we're bearish, we're below your last line in the sand. I feel like I made this JASMY video a little bit too long, considering I wanted to make this a short one. I'll jump into everything tomorrow, but that's all I've got for today for JASMY. I am not trading JASMY. I would really be waiting for the stock market to open on Monday, and I do think we are going to break bullish, but it is very important to see what goes on Monday. Not every altcoin is going to make it. Let's see if JASMY can hold the 1.7 in the next couple of days. That's all I've got for you today. As always, cowboy out, not financial advice. Most importantly, peace.